Hey everyone, I wanted to document this build. This is my personal car. It's a 1980 Volvo 240. It has a 2.1 liter naturally aspirated CIS K-Jet fuel injection system. Right now it's naturally aspirated. We just finished doing some dyno runs, playing with a couple of different things with that factory K-Jet system. What we're going to do on this build, I have a couple of different goals in mind. One of them is to just have some fun with my friends. This is my personal car, and I've got a couple buddies that have always helped me work on it. And something that always drives me as a person and drives the business is actually just having fun in the garage with your friends. So that's kind of the basis around this whole project. My background is all the EFI, motorsport wiring, and electronics, so I wanted to take this car and kind of go back to the basics and learn everything that I can about the mechanical side of things with limited data. Really all we're going to have is RPM and air-fuel ratio. We might put a couple more sensors on it. We'll get a boost gauge on it once we turbocharge it, but it's going to be very rudimentary. We're going to look at things just from a purely mechanical standpoint. This system does have mechanical fuel injection. I might try to show you guys a link to the way that the CIS works. It's a little overcomplicated for this video, but it does have a Bosch Lambda control computer that also essentially controls the base pressure to trim fueling along the way and control cold start, stuff like that. The second goal of this is to learn as much as we can about the mechanical system while installing all the parts for the turbocharger. And then stage 3 of this project is going to be installing a motorsport wiring harness that I'll be building. We'll use an M-Tron SL4 ECU. We'll convert it to drive-by-wire. We're going to be using an intake manifold from a 940 Volvo Turbo, and that'll give us the usage of the fuel injectors on the fuel rail from that manifold that was EFI factory. We'll be using the 940 head from a B230. We'll be using Yoshi Fab CIS sensor on the back rather than a distributor, and doing a coil near plug with some LS coils. A couple of different things. One reason why I'm doing all of this is because I see a lot of people trying to turbocharge cars, and I see a lot of videos on YouTube that try to explain how much it costs. So one thing I'm going to be doing along this way is keep track of how much money it costs in parts, keep track of my labor and my friend's labor that's helping, and also the amount of tools that we buy. A lot of things that I see overlooked is the amount of tools that we have here in the shop that are in the tens of thousands of dollars that aren't always accounted for when people do a cheap turbo your car for $2,000. So if you're interested in this, follow along. If not, it's really just documenting something that is fun for me and my friends to do, and if you guys enjoy, come along.